Hey my Padawans, good evening. How you guys doing tonight? Here we got a big one. We got a big review to do. I did a review of TRON Ares a couple of days ago. And I said I was going to do a review of the TRON Adidas sneaker shoes. And I did get them in the box. Here it is. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the description on the website, because they have a description. They are $130, but the sizes are sold out. The only sizes they have are for like 10 and under, okay, US size. So pretty much you can't buy these for adults anymore. They've been sold out for a couple of weeks. And I'm going to talk about my experience with Adidas.com because I think I had a bad one. But let's read quickly. Let's read a little bit of the description on the website, because I only buy from the official website. I try not to buy from eBay or anything like that. I only want to buy original. Step into the world of style and comfort with the Lightblaze Glow shoes from Adidas. These striking shoes make a statement with their unique visual design and iconic TRON and COM logos, while incorporating functional elements inspired by the latest innovations in running footwear. And that's about it. It's not too much. There's not a big description on the website. So I did receive the box in absolutely very bad shape. Very bad. And that's what I want to share with you. What this is supposed to be, it is just it's a shoe box, but it's shaped as the TRON arcade game from '82, sort of like an arcade console, right? And it's really cool. So when they shipped this, they didn't even put any protective bubbles or any. They just dropped it in a box and shipped it to me, and it was all destroyed. All of this stuff was, I don't know if you guys can see right there. All that stuff was in really bad shape. Okay, and I had to fix it. I had to use tape and fix it a little bit. So let's look at the box first, because part of the buying this is the collector's limited edition, right? It's just a very cool packaging. You don't get a lot of, when it comes to it, I buy a lot of Adidas shoes, and you don't get a lot of like limited edition boxes. Usually it's just like an original box, like a blue one, or like a brown one, like an average shoe box, you know? But this is, this actually has a feature that I want to show to you at the end of the video, with the lights off. Okay, so let's just take a look at the back. It does say TRON, and it does have a number where you can get some help. I don't know if that's a real phone number. It's 1-800-017-6825. I haven't called it yet. Maybe it's the number for Adidas, I don't know. But here on the side you see SARK and TRON, and it's the same thing on the other side. So on the top, it does come with very cool stickers that you can't remove. They're just, they're stickers. Let's take a look at them. There's a recognizer, there's TRON, there's Flynn's Arcade, okay, Light Cycles, Adidas logo, Flynn, more of the Flynn Arcade. So these are really cool, like looking stickers, but they're not real. You can't really peel them off. It would have been nice if you could peel them off, right? But you can't. They're right there. And in the bottom, it does say the Flynn House rules. Okay, the rules are no smoking, no fighting, no tilting the pinball machines, and no refunds. Okay, And then you see there, you see the model of the shoe. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see that. That's an 11.5 for me. And the Lightblaze Glow. Okay, that's what it's called, the Lightblaze Glow. But it is a limited edition. It's, I mean, like I said, it's already sold out. If your shoe size is like 10 and over, you're screwed. If you still want this for kids, it's still available right now. And 130, it was a good price. Anyway, Adidas screwed me over, and I wrote to Adidas and I said, hey, it's missing the laces and the box is all torn and it's all broken. It was all broken. This was coming off. And Adidas said they couldn't help me, that they don't ship the box by itself, that they couldn't replace the shoe because they didn't have the size anymore. That they could give me a 15% off. That's all they did. And they said they don't sand shoelaces. So if you're missing a shoelace, you have to send the whole thing back. Okay, even the shoes. And I was so mad at this guy in customer service. I said, are you kidding me? So if I'm missing shoelaces, I got to send everything back so you can send me the shoelaces? You say, yeah, we don't ship shoelaces by themselves or boxes. I'm not mad because I trust the Adidas brand and I always buy from the website. This is the first time they screw me over, but it's probably because of the way this box is designed. But it does suck that they don't put any protective plastic or any protective, bubbles or wrap in the box. So that sucks. So let's open this up. It slides out like this. All right, and here you got the arcade case. Now these, I gotta admit, these are beautiful running shoes. These are amazing. They're just beautiful. Okay, the design is epic, so I'm not complaining about that. It does come with the wrapper from Encom, and I want to save that. Okay, I haven't used them. They're brand new. I was waiting to do the review. Let me take them out of the box. Let me first show you the wrapper that comes with a sort of like a blueprint. It's like a blueprint of Tron right there. We all know that Tron is not in the movie, okay? So this has to be Kevin Flynn's sneakers. And there's the menu for the original arcade. There's an identity disc, and I believe that looks like Tron right there. When he's in the portal, when he's exiting calling out the user, fighting the users. So that looks like Tron. So I'm not sure if they're Trons. They could be Trons, but they also could be Flynn's. Okay, so this is very nice. It's a nice blueprint. I'll probably save it and put it on a wall or something because it's really cool. I'm not gonna use it to wrap the shoes because it's a very nice blueprint. Okay, so I'm gonna fold it up and sort of like save it because it is part of the collection. Okay, so I'm gonna fold it up like that. And I know it's just like paper. It looks like China paper or something like that, like craft paper. But yeah, it is Tron, and it does say Encom. Look at that. So it could, you know what? No, because this looks like Flynn's disc. Anyway, let's look at the shoes. Now, again, I was wrong. I thought they didn't come with extra laces, but they did. They were all the way inside. And before I sent the email, I didn't notice that I did get the extra laces. Okay, so you do have the extra laces. These are white and blue, and the ones in the shoes are blue, and the points are white. So they are different. So I screwed up. I thought they didn't come with it because I didn't really look all the way in the shoe. So that was my bad, okay? Uh, I mean, what can you say? I love Adidas. I collect Adidas, and look at the streamlines on that. Look, these are obviously running shoes for marathons, for runners. Okay, I used to be a runner. I used to be in track. That was my. I used to be in track in high school. So these are very lightweight. It has a lot of traction in the bottom, a lot of foam rubber in here. You can kind of tell that it's really, it looks like it's really comfortable. I haven't worn it yet, but I guess you could use them at the gym. You don't have to be a runner, okay? The tag is just a tag, 11.5. If you want to see the UPC code, is right there, okay? Now, the interesting thing about this, it does say on the side here, I believe it says Lightblaze. Right there. And the back, it does come with a disc. Now, I think that looks like Kevin Flynn's disc. I really do. And there is a way to remove it, but I don't know if I want to do that, because it did come attached with it. Okay, and of course you got the 3 stripes for Adidas here on the side. It is mesh, sort of like I don't think this is leather. This is just a sort of a plastic, a mesh, a lot of a foam rubber right here in the insole. So it just looks badass, and it does have the reflective Tron logos on this that I don't know how to show that. I'm gonna try. Okay, but they do come. If you look at the back, there's the discs. They weren't missing. I heard of some people getting these and they were missing. So luckily I got lucky, because there's no way I could have returned these. They don't have my size anymore. I could have gone with 12, but 12 is sold out. 11 is sold out. 10.5, everything's sold out my size. I have a big foot, Now, it also comes with this TRON Ares, I guess, what are they, like a credit card or something? Or pass key, whatever. And it does say some things on there. I think it's just the instructions on how to remove the disc. That's all it is. It's just you pull it to the side, and that's how you remove the I think these instructions are for Ares, the red shoes, because they do have red. They have the blue, dark, black and blue, and then they have these white ones. So these are the instructions on how to remove it, but I'm not gonna remove it. I'll just leave it like that in the package. All right, so I mean, I gotta say I'm really happy with them. The only letdown was the box was in really bad shape. And again, you got the extra laces, which, I mean, I guess it does matter. Laces don't cost a lot of money. I could have bought some extra ones, at Walmart or something. But these are exclusive to these shoes, so that's a good thing. Okay, at least I got them. That's awesome. What else can I say? $130. Yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it. So, I mean, that's pretty much about, again, I haven't tried them out. I don't know if they're comfortable, but they do seem lightweight. Okay, they do seem pretty nice. And I don't run anymore, I'm 53. Sometimes I go to the gym, but I don't run anymore. And I wouldn't take these to the gym because these are going to smell like shit. I want to take my old shoes to the gym. So these are just, if I go to a gala event or something, like, if I go to Hollywood or something like that, I get invited to a VIP party, I'll wear these, I'll save that for that. So let's put the card in here. It does, well, I don't know if I should put it in there. Maybe I should save this in my drawer. I will put the laces inside. So now let me show you. Let me put the shoes away over here. let me show you what I had to do to the box, because the box was all destroyed. I had to put tape around all the corners and all the edges because it was falling apart. When this was shipped, it was all broken and you know, this was out and it was just a mess. So I used a lot of tape. I don't know if you guys can see that. I used a lot of tape to fix it, and now it's sort of solid now, and I could display it. Okay, but what I want to show you is that it does have, the front of the box has this the menu for the Tron video game, and it does come with a screen and a protective shield that I am going to remove because I haven't opened it yet. So I am removing this plastic shield that it comes with, and as you can see, there's the supposedly the screen. Okay, supposedly the screen. So that's a pretty good feature if you want to display this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this flashlight, and I'm going to put it in the box. I'm going to put the flashlight in the box, and then I'm going to turn off the light, and I'll show you what it looks like in the dark, and then I'll end the review. Okay, but let's see what it looks like in the dark. Give me a second. Let me pause this. All right, here we go. So what I did is I put this flashlight in here. Okay, just I mean, I'm sure I could have done a little bit better, but I put this flashlight in the box, and that's sort of what it looks like. Okay, when the box is when it's supposedly this see-through screen is on, and I think that's pretty cool. So, I mean, I do wish that it would have come with its own lights. So if you can see that, that's pretty awesome. Let me lift up the flashlight so you can see it a little better. There you go. But if you were doing like a rave party or a Tron party, you could display this like at the corner of the room, and that would be pretty cool. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed the review. Leave me a message, and may the force be with you. Goodbye.